Welcome to my channel. Grace Pamba here, talking to you about language choice when relocating in the diaspora. I have 4 tips for you and a bonus at the very end, so click the subscribe button and stay tuned. Good day, ladies and gentlemen. Hello there. Welcome to my channel. My name is Grace Pamba. I'm the Afro Queen of Austria, and in 2020 I made it to be a runners-up fitness model in Austria. Today we're going to talk about language choice when you are relocating in the diaspora. I have 4 tips for you, and I have a very interesting bonus at the very end, so stay to the very end for the bonus. Number 1. You have to decide if you want to maintain your official language or you are out for a challenge. If you decide you want to keep your official language, then that is very good. But then you have to make sure that you check on the proficiency level. So I will move right into the next point. Number 2, if the language you decide to choose is English, then you have to make sure that your English level fulfills the requirements of the country you want to go to. Different countries have different requirements. And for example, if you want to go to the UK, you have to fulfill the requirements according to the International English Language Testing System, the IELTS, or if you're going to America, you have to do the test of English as a foreign language, the TOEFL exam, and this can be found either at the British Council or any testing center in your country in Africa. And these tests have to be done, and the scoring system varies depending on what exactly you want to go and do in the diaspora. A second language you can decide on is German. I decided to choose German because that is the language we speak here in Austria, and German is spoken in Austria, in Germany, and in parts of Switzerland. And so if you decide to go to Germany, Austria, or Switzerland, you have to also do German exams, and this can be found and done at the Goethe Institute or any other testing institutes that you have in your country. For example, if you go to Goethe Institute, the courses vary from prices starting from 10,000 shillings, that is about 100 euros, all the way up depending on how long or how many courses you intend to cover. So, what kind of courses are offered at Goethe? The courses offered at Goethe vary, that is starting from A1 to all the way to C1. But what is all this A1 to C1? The Common European Framework of Reference is the system that is used to test languages in Goethe Institute. That is the CEFR. And these ones have 6 categorizations. There's A1 and A2, which is the basics. There is B1 and B2, which is the intermediate, and C1 and C2, which is the advanced level, proficiency level of mother tongue level. And so, depending on what exactly you are going to do in the diaspora, if you want to go there as a student, for example, for you to qualify and be a regular student in the university, for example, University of Vienna, you need to have an intermediate to advanced level of proficiency. But you can either do all the skills back in your country before you relocate, or you can also come into the country and continue increasing your level of language skill. And if you also decide to come as an au pair, for example, you just need, for example, just A1. And A1 here will help you at least communicate to the country, because if you're coming from a country like Kenya to come as an au pair here, you need to speak with the kids in English language. That's why your German language skill is not really required to be that high. And another language I want to talk to you about is French. And here, Alliance Française is the name when it comes to learning and studying French. And so, French also uses the CEFR system of testing, and this also categorized in from A1 being the basic all the way to C1, or rather C2 being the highest proficiency level. And this will enable you to also move and be able to communicate in the country that you want to go to and get a job, get yourself steady and stable in that country. But why do you need to learn all these languages? Learning a language or polishing your skills when you're moving to a new country is very, very important. It has advantages and it will help you in these ways. Number one, it will help you integrate in the country that you are relocating to. It will help you also be able to grab opportunities when you're there. A second thing is it will also help you prevent yourself from being exploited. Exploitations by translators is really a common thing. And if you have the ability and you understand the language quite well, you will go to the bank by yourself, you will go to the doctor for out. Another third thing why you need to learn a language is learning a new language, or rather the language of the country you are moving into, helps you to benefit in that community. Benefiting only is not the thing that why we're going to relocate, but you also have to be able to be in a position to contribute to this country. Contribute what you have, the skills you have in that country is also very, very important. And I told you at the very, very beginning, I have a bonus for you. A bonus that will enable you learn a language in a very cheap and affordable way. Going to an institute is not a bad thing. I really recommend this because most of the time you need a certificate to prove that your language skills are on top. But you can also be able to get a tandem friend. You know what a tandem is? A tandem is a language exchange between two parties. For example, I come from Kenya, I speak Swahili as my native language, and I want to go to France. And so I will get somebody who is interested in learning Swahili, and I am interested in polishing my French, and we exchange languages by chatting, by calling, and communicating all the time. Everyone has internet access, or rather a lot of people have internet access because Facebook, Instagram, and all these social media are used widely in Africa. So you cannot really say that you don't have internet access, but you can use the internet for your own benefits, for something positive for yourself. And so if you get a tandem friend, this person will help you just to polish your language skills, because the 2 hours you will have in school, or rather in the institute, will not be enough to enable you get the language really, really well for you to be able to maybe attend classes in the university or attend work when you relocate to this new country. So a tandem friend is very, very important. So dear listeners, dear viewers, thank you for staying to the very end. I urge you to please click the subscribe button, like and share my video for more life-changing contents on how to settle in the diaspora.